What happens when two mighty bulls fight over a meadow? Their big battle might just spell trouble for the tiny frogs of the marsh. Get ready for the bulls, the frogs, and the marsh.
The sun shone brightly over a lush green meadow, where wildflowers bloomed in every color. Two magnificent bulls, one big and brown, the other powerful and black, grazed peacefully under the warm sky. Butterflies fluttered by, and the birds sang sweet melodies, making it a perfect morning. For a little while, everything was calm and happy in the field. But then, a delicious patch of clover caught both their eyes. A low rumble started in the chest of the powerful black bull, who wanted the tasty treat all to himself. The big brown bull, equally fond of good food, pawed the ground, sending up little puffs of dust. A silent challenge passed between them, and the peaceful air began to hum with growing tension. Suddenly, with a mighty bellow, the powerful black bull charged forward. The big brown bull met him with equal force, their huge bodies colliding with a tremendous thud. Horns clacked and scraped as they pushed and shoved, a fierce dance of strength and determination. The ground trembled beneath their mighty hooves, and dust rose in a swirling cloud around them. Meanwhile, at the edge of the meadow, where the lush grass met a quiet, reedy marsh, lived a community of tiny frogs. A wise old frog, small, with wrinkly green skin and knowing golden eyes, sat perched on a lily pad, his tiny straw hat slightly askew. He watched the furious battle of the bulls with a growing worry in his heart. His small body trembled ever so slightly with concern. A young green frog, bright green and curious, hopped closer to the old one. "Grandpa Frog," he chirped, "why do you look so worried? It's just a game of strength between those big bulls." The younger frog, full of youthful energy, couldn't understand the elder's quiet fear. He saw only an exciting display of power under the bright sun. The wise old frog sighed, a soft, reedy sound. "My dear young one," he croaked gently, his golden eyes gazing towards the battling giants, "do you not see the danger in this grand show of power?" He explained, "The one who loses, the one who is beaten, will be driven away from the good tender grass of the meadow. That poor, defeated bull," continued the old frog, his voice soft but clear, "will be forced to find new foraging grounds. And where do you think he will go, little one?" He paused, letting the question hang in the air. "He will surely be driven directly into the tall reeds and muddy banks of our very own marsh." And when a giant bull, as big as a small carriage, charges into our home, finished the wise old frog, his voice growing grave, we, the tiny frogs, risk being crushed. Our fragile lives could be trampled into the soft, squishy mud beneath his enormous hooves. A chill seemed to pass through the sunny marsh. Back in the meadow, the furious battle, full of powerful grunts and heavy breathing, finally reached its climax. With a final mighty shove, one bull pushed the other back. The powerful big brown bull, panting heavily, stood victorious, while the strong black bull stumbled back, defeated and dazed, his head hanging low in shame. True to the wise old frog's sad prediction, the defeated powerful black bull turned towards the only accessible place for forage. With heavy, lumbering steps, he slowly made his way towards the reedy marsh, his massive body casting a long shadow. Each step shook the ground with a dull thump, echoing through the quiet air. The little frogs hidden deep within the marsh reeds watched him approach. Their tiny bodies trembled with fear as the enormous shadow grew larger and larger over their hiding spots. The wise old frog closed his golden eyes for a moment. Knowing their fate was now sealed, his small heart beating quickly, the great powerful black bull, still agitated and frustrated from his loss, plunged straight into the marsh. His enormous hooves, each one bigger than a dinner plate, splashed into the muddy water. He didn't even notice the small world beneath him. He simply wanted to eat the soft, green reeds. With a loud squelch, an enormous hoof landed, oblivious to the fragile life below. In that dreadful moment, beneath the sheer weight and force of the bull's disappointment, many innocent little frogs were sadly crushed. The wise old frog's worst fears had tragically come true. The noise was drowned by the splashing mud. The two bulls had fought over a patch of clover, but it was the innocent frogs who paid the highest price. This sad event taught the surviving young green frog and his community a very important lesson. Sometimes, the quarrels of the powerful can have unexpected and difficult consequences for those who are small and helpless. This story reminds us that even when big problems seem far away, they can sometimes affect everyone. Just like the frogs, we should always be aware of what is happening around us. And it's a good idea to think about how our actions, big or small, might impact others, especially those who are more vulnerable than us. Let's always try to be kind and considerate.
Ever dreamed of being the hero? Now you get to be the star. Your adventure starts at TalesMio. Visit talesmio.com now.